Oh hi, Z3KO Trinity back in action. Thank you guys for joining me. Today's video, I'm going to be doing a top 10 Stephen King favorite books. They're right there. So, hope you enjoyed the video. Dooskies! No, I'm just kidding. Actually, I am going to do a top 10, but it's been quite a while, and I do apologize for the lack of videos for like constant weeks. I've been adjusting to a whole new lifestyle, a whole new everything really, and I just never put the time into making videos, so I do apologize for that. Plus my phone case broke. It kind of snapped and like it's kind of shattered and it won't hold in place anymore. It's a piece of shit, so fuck it. But anyway, how have y'all been? You're going to be surprised by this top 10 list. I watched my previous top 10 list and I was like, man, that's outdated. So this is my 2018 list. I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm not saying that the other books are bullshit. I'm just saying that these are my pick for the top 10 books for this year that I truly love. So let's get on with it, shall we? Shall we? Interrupters. Anyway, number 10, we have The Outsider, the apple cider. Because I truly thought that the characters in the book were really good. The beginning, it didn't really draw me in too much, but like during, like as I got like a good chunk into it where all of them are starting to gather together and kind of plan what to do against this outsider, I really start to love the characters and stuff like that. And by the way, I do apologize. We have an annoying dog downstairs. So, it's just constant bark, so I apologize for that. But yeah, if you read The Outsider, what did you think of it? I personally thought it was okay. It weren't really like the greatest Stephen King book of all time, but I just really loved the chemistry of the characters, and I don't know, I just thought it was something about it that was really good. So, it's in my top 10 for the 2018. Next up, number 9, we have Stephen King's The Night Shift. It has such a good amount of stories, and it's back when Stephen King was like in his prime. In his prime! Optimus Prime! And, like, he has such great stories in this, like Graveyard Shift, I'm the Doorway, The Boogeyman. Sometimes they come back. The Ledge was very good. Quitters Inc. was pretty messed up. Children of the Corn, obviously a big staple. The Woman in the Room. Just it has such a lot of really good stories in it. I just really enjoyed reading this book. So definitely had to add this one to my top 10. Number 8, we have Cujo, which I have him downstairs. But Cujo is a really quick read. I think that if you're kind of new to Stephen King or wanting to know something like what's a good Stephen King book to kind of start with, I would recommend Cujo because it's just like a thinner book. It's a really good story, really holds your attention through the whole thing. I just think it was a really well done story. So, yeah, definitely a good pick for a top 10. Number 7, we have Gerald's Game. Have not finished this one yet, but I did see the Netflix special, and I absolutely loved it. Can't wait to finish this one, but I already know this one's a good one. So, Gerald's Game. Number 6, we have The Dark Half of Barack Obama. No, I'm just kidding. We have The Dark Half. Have y'all ever played Cards Against Humanity? That's like one of my favorite cards. Like, for every time I play that game, I get that card for some reason. And it's just, I think it's funny. It kind of goes with like everything. But anyway, Stephen King's The Dark Half is a very, very excellent story that people don't really talk that much about. So, I believe that people should talk a lot more of The Dark Half because I think it is such an excellent and intense story, such a brilliant idea. Especially the part where the eyeball and the brain at the beginning, that's just really unique and really cool. So definitely in my top 10. Number 5, we have Christine. Christine is another story that you don't see in many people's top 10 lists. But I absolutely love Christine. I wish I had a better copy of it with an actual dust cover. But I just love Christine to death. And the book isn't bad either. I'm just kidding. The book was actually way better than the movie, in my own personal opinion. But I just absolutely love that story. Number 4 has a more special meaning to me. I've not read this one yet, but I am dying to start it. I just need to actually put time into it. But McKee. McKee is a very beautiful cover book. I remember when it first came out, I got so excited, and I couldn't afford it at the time, so my grandma actually bought it for me. She bought it for me, and she wrote in the actual book, "I love you, Grandma." Or, "From Grandma, I love you." So, my grandma's no longer with us. She passed away last year, but, or was it 2 years ago? It might be, no, I thought it was 2017. I can't remember anymore, but I miss her so very much, and that book will always have true meaning to me, so that's why it's high up in my top 10. But it's a beautiful looking book, and from what I've heard, it's not a really bad story. I heard it was a good story, so I can't wait to dive into that one. Number 3 goes to Pet Sematary. Pet Sematary, of course, is one of Stephen King's masterpieces, in my own personal opinion. The whole 1, 2, and 3 book lineup, I feel is pretty much in like everyone's top 3 at least, because they're really his masterpiece, like something that he just perfected pretty much. And I think Pet Sematary is one of the best books he's ever written. It's just really well done. The story's excellent. Great ending. It's just, muy bueno. So, it's actually my fiance's number 1 favorite book. Number 2 goes to Stephen King's Misery, which is probably what y'all feel watching this video. I hope I'm entertaining. I hope I don't, annoy you guys. But Misery will always be in my top 2, whether number 1 or whether number 2. It'll always be in my top 10 or top 2, because it's such a fantastic story, such an intense story. It's one of Stephen King's best stories in the whole world. It really touches my heart and other places, and it's just Stephen King, we should have children together. I'm just kidding. Unless you want to. No, I'm just kidding. I know you're watching, Steven. I know you'll comment below any day now. But as of my Stephen King's number 1 favorite book, I think it's pretty much everyone's number 1 favorite book in the whole galaxy. But okay. I even shut the dog up. Anyway, Stephen King's It is, unless the camera is reversed, then it'll be T.I., the rapper. Stephen King's T.I. But Stephen King's It is just his masterpiece. The number 1 story he's ever wrote. Everyone kind of says that the Dark Tower series is his number 1 masterpiece, but I say It is probably his number 1 masterpiece. Such a thick book, but it's such a good read. So, I could talk about this book all day long, but the feeling, the characters are so well done. They feel like family, because I've seen the movie several times, the original one, and I've seen the newest one about 5 or 6 times now, and it's just such a fantastic, uplifting story. It's just really, really good. So, yeah, please comment below what your number 1 favorite Stephen King book is. Let me know what you think of that. Let me know what you think of this video. And as for our channel update, I am going to probably do at least 3 videos today, so that way you guys have a bunch of videos coming one by one. I'm going to take me a quick nap because I had to work real early last night. I came in at work at like 2 in the morning, so yeah, I'm going to take like an hour nap or so and kind of continue on making those videos for you guys. I do apologize for the lack of videos. I hope you enjoyed this one. Hope you enjoyed this list. I hope you enjoyed that Stephen King. But until next time, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm C3KO Trinity, and I guess... Woo! Beat the shit out of that dog if it doesn't shut up. Hope to God those books don't follow me. Because they did. I was cleaning my room, had all my books freaking lined up. My toe looks a lot better, so I can't really show you. But had my books lined up at the edge of the bed. Next thing I know, I hear a big boom. And I turn around, and then all my books decide to just tower over, and they landed square on my toe. See y'all in the next video. Oh! Dooskies!